like Mussolini and Kennedy and Living Color. I know Jim Cornette might get a kick out for that because he does it crazy. If you guys been living under a rock, CM Punk was just recently fired by Tony Khan them in Chicago on AEW here last week. Well, actually earlier this week. All because of Jack Perry and his antics, and the EVPs, the executive vice presidents, and the Bucks, and Fat Cole, and everybody in AEW had a beef with Punk. Now listen, when Punk left WWE in 2014, you know, I was at WrestleMania 30, by the way, Punk. I was looking for you to be there that night, but you left. I had a bad taste in my mouth ever since. Then with UFC, had 2 fights and got his ass handed to him. When I'm like, yeah, that's good for his motherfucking ass. But balls, kudos to him. He got in the ring and actually fought in a real fight. It didn't go his way. Then, you know, he came back to AEW, and I started watching AEW because during that time, WWE was just getting sucky. Okay? Now, as of late, WWE been doing some pretty decent shit. I've been checking it out. You know, LA Knight, yeah. Right, that motherfucker got some momentum. Raw was a pretty good, decent show. More on that in a second. I want to touch on CM Punk real quick. Apparently, there was an issue backstage over in Wembley, all right, overseas in London, wherever the fuck Wembley's at, Wembley Stadium over in London, for All In, and it stems from Punk grabbing Jack Perry, the son of the late great Luke Perry, right, actor, whatever. And then lashing out at Tony Khan. Now, this ain't the first time that Punk done voiced his opinions and had some rufflings and some fights. But apparently Tony Khan fired him because he feared for his life. In a wrestling business, well, ego and testosterone get tossed around all the fucking time. Firing your greatest asset might prove fatal down the line for AEW, because I'm going to tell you why. A few weeks ago, when WWE was up in Chicago, who stopped by the locker room to say hi to a few guys? Was it Phil Brooks? Was it CM Punk? He was asked to leave before the event started, but he got to come in, speak to a few guys, and left. No problem. No issues. And I think he was planting the seeds for a possible return to WWE, because you guys may not believe this, but Vince McMahon is all about that money. He'll forgive a lot of shit if you're going to bring him a lot of this. Look at Hogan with the nigger shit he was talking, the N-word. Vince brought him back. Look at Ultimate Warrior. Didn't want to work nobody. Vince brought him back, put him in the Hall of Fame. There are a lot, I can go on. There are a lot of people that have left WWE and came back. Shawn Michaels another. Came back. Razor Ramon, Kevin Nash, they all with WCW, and Vince let them all come back. So, it's possible that CM Punk now already apologized to Vince, now apologized to Triple H, and it's possible that he could be coming back to the WWE. If that was to happen, in my opinion, that would be the nail in the coffin for AEW. Because who's going to want to watch a show that really don't have nobody on it? I grew up watching Sting, but Sting is too old. Okay? Chris Jericho is past his prime. Okay? Nobody care about the Young Bucks. Darby Allin's the only good thing really going in there. Rusev, Miro, he's washed up. Daniel Bryan's hurt, but Daniel Bryan past his prime now. So why would I tune in to something like that? It makes no fucking sense, right? So, I said all that to say this here. Don't be surprised here, because they terminated his contract. So, I don't know if he doesn't have a no complete cause. I doubt it, because they terminated his contract. So, I wouldn't be surprised here by Survivor Series, or maybe next year Royal Rumble, that you see CM Punk in the actual WWE ring for maybe his final run. And I wouldn't say put him in a world title picture just yet. Let him come back. I still think Cody Rhodes is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship eventually, because that's the belt his daddy won in the Garden, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which is now that belt. And then I think they're going to write that shit with him going against Roman Reigns and him finally dethroning Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Now, after that, if CM Punk comes back, then the best in the world goes against the greatest nightmare in the world. You have some for next year's Survivor Series. Well, no, next year's SummerSlam. Then you can have CM Punk take the belt then, or maybe at Survivor Series, or at the following year Royal Rumble. That's the way I would do it. But let's talk about what happened on Raw this past week. Now, Raw, shit haven't been that good on Raw, but now it's tending a little bit better. Look, I think Jey Uso going to Raw being a single competitor, I think is awesome. Sami Zayn them losing their belts to the Judgment Day, I think was the right move. The Judgment Day is the next bloodline, in my opinion. Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, I'm not really into that too much, but I think Raquel gonna probably want to dethrone Rhea Ripley. I'm tired of Becky Lynch. I'm sorry. The Trish Stratus shit back. It's dead, but nah, I'm over that. It looked like Shayna Baszler's gonna be tag teaming with Trish Stratus' old partner. I don't really care about that. But the Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura shit is getting a little interesting. I think they might have plans of putting the belt on Shinsuke temporarily. While Seth probably go on hiatus. This might be a way to write him off TV for a while. And if Cody Rhodes doesn't take the belt before then. But I like what's going on with Shinsuke Nakamura. I like the way that they're using Seth's injury as a good storyline. The Street Profits teaming with Bobby Lashley. I think it's going somewhere. But all in all, for the most part, I'm digging. I'm digging what Raw is going down. Now, John Cena's back on SmackDown. He's gonna be there for I think 6 more consecutive weeks. So LA Knight, John Cena, that's getting interesting. And there's some stuff with SmackDown. I'm gonna watch SmackDown tomorrow and get my opinion on my live stream this weekend. But the Miz right now, I think it's time for the Miz to hang it up. But Jey Uso, now it wouldn't surprise me though if they make Jey a world champion at some point. Look at the Hardy Boys. Jeff became a world champion. Matt, people didn't take to Matt like they took to Jeff. And the reason why they took to Jeff because of all of the dangerous stunts that Jeff used to do. You guys remember Jeff jumping off fucking ladders? So, ooh, popcorn. Ooh, well, not popcorn. I had a Nature's Valley bar. Finally, that seed was live right there. Finally went and go. I know somebody said that's seed. Probably you sick fucks. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised because Jimmy, I really don't like Jimmy Uso that much. Jay has always been the Uso that I favor. It's just his charisma. It's the way he does things in the ring. Now, I can see they brother Sokoa and Jimmy teaming up and eventually getting the tag team titles back to the bloodline. They'll probably go into Judgment Day at some point, get that back. I'll say Survivor Series. Roman Reigns is going to keep his belt till next year. I don't see LA Knight taking the belts from Roman Reigns. But once again, I reserve that for a later date. As far as Brock Lesnar goes, let me put it to you this way. Can you guys imagine Paul Heyman working his magic, getting CM Punk to come back, Brock Lesnar to come back? Roman Reigns is currently the Heyman guy. Can you imagine? And now I know Brock works alone. I know CM Punk works alone, but let's just use our imagination here. Can you imagine the Survivor Series team of that caliber? The Heyman family. That's right, the wise men. The Heyman family consists of Roman Reigns, because the bloodline pretty much finna die out, but Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar with Sokoa and Jimmy Uso going against the Raw World Heavyweight Champion, which would probably be Cody Rhodes at that time, right? Cody Rhodes, who's on Raw that's worth the fuck? Jey Uso, fucking Bobby Lashley, and maybe the Hurt Business, not the Hurt Business, but the Street Profits. May not look like a good match on paper, but I bet there'll be something to fucking watch. If not, you go get Drew McIntyre or RKO Bro, that team, not RKO Bro, Drew McIntyre and Riddler, or Randy Orton should be coming back real motherfucking soon. Just putting it out there. Randy Orton is going to be coming back pretty goddamn soon. I mean, I have a feeling the WWE is about to take back over as a dominant wrestler. It is dominant, but it's going to be the show to watch again. And that's because AEW dropped the ball. AEW had it. They had CM Punk. They had Cody Rhodes. Look, Cody Rhodes left. Y'all forgot about Stardust. Cody Rhodes left and came back. And he's probably right now on the fastest incline slope than any previous athlete over the last 20 years. He's on the same caliber level as Stone Cold was in the late 90s, as The Rock was in the early 2000s, as Bret was in the 90s, as Shawn Michaels was. Triple H dominated most of the 2000 era. He's on that trajectory, and he's never been a world champion in the WWE. An Intercontinental champion, yes. A tag team champion, yes. Never a world champion. And you guys do realize whenever we win the world title, he's going to be a triple crown champion, right? I mean, he's there. He's there already. He's on the same level as Roman Reigns. AEW let him go, and look at that. Look at what's going on now. If Cody Rhodes becomes world champion and CM Punk goes to WWE, and let's say CM Punk becomes the other WWE Universal Champion on the other show or whatever, let's just think about it, guys. What the fuck AEW gonna do then? Two of their biggest acquisitions they let go back to WWE, and they're world champions. Better get with it, guys. I'm telling you. So as far as AEW goes, they're going down the shitter faster than the fucking 5-pound shit you put in the motherfucking toilet. It could be runny shit, not even solid shit. Runny, watered down sugar shit that just run out your ass. That's how fast AEW's going down the shitter. Not slow like a big clunky plunk of shit. Diarrhea shit. When you flush it, it's just straight down the toilet. It don't leave no streets. It just, that's AEW in the shitter. Right there. Because Tony Khan won't grab his balls and do his job. So that's my opinion on that. I'm looking forward to watching SmackDown tomorrow and then give my opinion on the live stream on Saturday. So you guys stay tuned for that. I did my 3 videos for today, guys. I'm finna go make my soft tacos with some chicken thighs, some fresh veggies on the side, and all that good shit for my family tonight. And we're gonna sit down and watch the Kansas City Chiefs get whooped by the Lions. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And I see you Panthers on Sunday at the stadium. We're going to send Bryce Young back to Charlotte with that L. We're going to win this division, baby. Sorry, Charles. Sorry, guy. We got this division on the line. You guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you all Saturday on the live stream. Peace.